Hi, John. It's Wednesday today, 24th of September 2014. Just to catch up with yesterday's events, after I visited the Auckland Central Police Station to go and see Detective Senior Sergeant Criminal Investigator Aaron Pascoe. Now, he wanted to have a meeting in 2 days' time to go over 61 Cook Street and what I'm doing there. It's getting very serious now, what is happening, and I'm not taking this very lightly. I'm making sure that the law here is going to be complied with in the sense of what's happening between here and Britain, in the law there and how it applies here with us as the native people of these lands. I was just quite disturbed from what an email I got from Aaron Pascoe shows ignorance of the immigrants that are here playing havoc on these lands. Okay, there's mass fraud going on. So far, the SFO, Judith Collins, sent somebody else out with an email to me to say they can't see any fraud. And then the CIB, Gary Davey, passed the file back to Aaron Pascoe. This is how I've gone right around and running me around in circles around the law. It's going to catch up with them eventually. Aaron Pascoe, you're watching this video, this is for you. I'm very serious of what you're saying to me as a person, as a single person, because this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull each one of you out, one by one, not the Crown, not the New Zealand Crown, because you're in trouble with your constitution and your jurisdiction here, no matter what you say. I'm going to read out the letter so everybody in the world watching this, how you behave in this country, on this my ancestral lands. You're here, and anything that you say will be used against you, okay? Because the way I'm looking at it now, Aaron Pascoe, you're aiding and abetting this fraud, land title, the transactions that happen with Don Grant, the Land Surveyor General, retired from Australia, came here. I know right through this land title. Aaron Pascoe, don't fool around with me, because I know what they did with it. And forged that little road, the Crown Road, only the Waitangi, only the Maori, New Zealand Maori Council has the permission to adjudicate on Crown roads. These are Crown properties I'm talking about, and you've poked your nose right in it, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm making law here, in our terms, the King's law, right? You have no right to go over what I'm saying, regardless of what the Parliament says, and their acts of Parliament are flawed. They are illegal, Aaron Pascoe. They are illegal because they altered the Constitution from Westminster, the 1852 Constitution. They cut off that and changed it to 86. They had no right to alter a contract. If you know contract law, you're not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. And neither are you a monarch or a sovereign of these lands. For you to talk like that to me in front of the whole world. We've got a contest on here, right, between me and you, in your intelligence of your criminal investigation. Right? I'm doing my own investigations here as a private prosecutor, Mr. Aaron Pascoe, because I've got you on a stand in the box, in the High Court of Admiralty in London. And as far as I'm concerned, King William IV, Hanging in Chains Act 1834, stands with you. Okay, you can get hung. I'm telling you in public. Can hang you on these lands, our ancestral lands, with the Moai statue standing on it. You've got nothing to go on than the British, where you came from, mischief here. You came from Britain, right? And they will deal with you because you're the mischief one from there. Your surname, Pascoe. Okay, and anybody else, Goldsmiths, right? I can name the whole lot of you running rife here with the Australian New South Wales government in Wellington. You're on trial, the whole lot. That's why you're all in a box. Don't take me lightly, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. Don't take me lightly, because I didn't put them in a box for nothing. They're standing in the High Court of Admiralty in London. And you're going to take me on? Yeah? I'm just going to read your letter, right? I'm going to read your letter so everybody's listening, and it's on Facebook, right? You're on trial here, Mr. Aaron Pascoe, on Facebook. That's admissible in the High Court of Admiralty in London. No matter what, you're doing your job and following a broken fraud rule here of law in Parliament, making acts of Parliament, right, illegally. I can tell you that back to front, the jurisdiction is at fault, right? The jurisdiction, what jurisdiction were you going to use on that block of land? Do you know anything about real estate, Mr. Aaron Pascoe, right? I'm telling you, this is what your letter says, right? Last night, yesterday, I only picked it up out of my email now. This is what you said. I do not recognize any of the documents as being legally binding, any legitimacy at all. My lack of response is not in any way an argument or my part with your intended actions. Any steps you take that breach New Zealand law will be dealt with accordingly. I will not be responding to any further correspondence with you in relation to your claims of ownership of 61 Cook Street, Auckland City. Regards, Aaron Pascoe. Now, Mr. Aaron Pascoe, you say you don't recognise any of these documents, any of them, with everything, affidavits, all the statements I'm making, the allegations I'm making, all the accusations against you, and you have no response. No response. Right? I put you up to it. You know what an affidavit, that's what you said to those TUHOE people, to the lady there on that video, right? She said to you, I'm not a terrorist. And where do you get your authority from? What did you say? Read my affidavit. That's what you said, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. So I'm telling you, I'm reading my affidavit to you, and what do you say? You don't recognise. Are you blind or something? Are you blind, sir? Right? And it's not binding or legitimacy at all in what the title says of your belittle William Cornwallis Simons, who came here with these documents that got you on these lands, Mr. Pascoe. The Admiralty mortgage documents got you on these lands. You know what I do? Throw you off. Because that man was murdered in 1841. Murdered by your people. I'm accusing you now. I'll accuse you because you're already in a box. Right? And you said to me, this is what you said to me, Aaron. Mr. Wanoa, I don't want to get into a contract with you. Well, you're in a contract with me, Aaron Pascoe, for interfering with a commercial lien. Right? You interfered with my business, with this man, Doug Rickard Bell, on this property, because I'm going back to the date, 16th of December 2008, when he committed the crime, and you just wiped it out. Just like that, you know? You wiped it out like that, and you've got a bunch of thugs in Parliament, and that Don Grant forging this title. I showed the whole world the receipt, the $8 receipt for the little road, the certificate of title, that he dumped those investors into the little road, then got rid of them. Right? He had a legal right, a responsibility, to put our names onto the title of that land, piece of land, that dirt, Mr. Aaron Pascoe, belongs to our ancestors. You came here from England, right? You came here from Britain on this Admiralty title of King William IV. You arrogant people. You arrogant people should not be allowed here in this country. When we get this through, this landlock, you're going back home to England to face the prison. Okay? That's what I'm saying in front of everybody in this world. You are taking me on. Right? You are taking me on. Our surnames belong to this land before you even got here, Mr. Pascoe. Right? You're ignorant. You're ignorant just like the whole rest of John Key, and the rest of you got a bill on you now. You're all going to get billed in. It's already in motion. It's already in action. It'll get through in Westminster when I get there. Right? And that's the end of you. I'm going to make sure you fellas get fixed out. That's why your mate, Gary Davey, bowled out, because he's a lawyer, a detective, inspector, lawyer, pulled away from the Constitution. Your Constitution, Aaron, is flawed. It is corrupted and it's illegal. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling everybody. Your people are blind here in this country. Right? And even the Maoris, the Iwis here, those are not the owners of this land, Aaron. They are not the owners of the land. The Manukau's are, and the Paraparas, right? The Manukau's and the Paraparas, that's what came from Britain here and put the title on your land. And you say you don't recognise it? You fool! You're a bloody fool, Aaron Pascoe. An arrogant fool. Right? You go to court, you lose. You will lose. If you think I'm going to go in your courts over here, they're flawed as well. That's why I don't go in there. Because the judge won't stand any of this that I've got. Right? I'm going to delay these things so I can write to Britain again to come and sort you fellas out. Right? I expected you to respect the mana whenua of this land, and you don't. You think you own the place. You think you can do what you like here. No, no, no. You don't have clear title. You don't have clear title. You're still trying to get it off me, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. I've sacked a whole lot of you out of here. Right? That's what you need. You deserve to be booted out of here because of your arrogance as a policeman. There's plenty more policemen better than you. Right? That's what I'm saying. Right? You belittle my people. Right? You belittle my people by expressing yourself like that in this letter. My lack of response is not in any way an argument. You're right in the middle of an argument here, Aaron Pascoe, because I know what you're going to do if I went on that land block, eh? You're going to pull a fast one. No. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to write everything up that you are thinking of doing, put it in front of me. You're holding me up. You held me up right from when I went to first see you, right? Right when I went to first see you, that was weeks ago. And then I went right around the whole lot of the police. Even the commissioner shut his mouth. You're the only one with your big mouth open in front of me. All the other police shut their mouth. And you're going to pay for this. Right? You're going to pay for this. Really, really pay for this. For holding my business up and my ship. Right? My ship is injured in Admiralty law. Right? If you know anything about Admiralty law, you're not a lawyer. Okay? I'm on this full time. I should know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be here talking to anybody in the world right in front of you. Okay? So I'm going to write everything up that you think with your brain is going to try and hook one on me with the police. You're libeling the whole 15,000 police now, Aaron Pascoe. You're libeling the whole lot, every single policeman in this country. including the police commissioner. That's what I'm saying, as a person. Me, you. Me and you. Right? I'm making a public statement here, internationally. Right in front of the British government. Our partner. Our partner. Our partner, not yours. You're in Wellington with the Queen and John Key. That is alien. You are the aliens stuffing this country up. Right? Stuffing this country up. And fraud, corruption. This is it. You fellas are saying you don't recognise any of the legitimacy in anything I do. What have you got? What have you got, Aaron Pascoe, to stack up against everything I've got on Facebook in front of the whole world witnessing it? What have you got? Zero. Zero. Just flawed laws that you're going to pull a fast one with one of your acts. I'm going to put a stack of acts in front of you to smother that. Right? I'm going to spend a bit more time to make a case out of you. I'm going to make a case out of you. Okay? I mean it. I'm serious. I'm serious. If you want to stand in front of the mana whenua in this country, right? It's like you saying you were here before me and telling me how high to jump with your laws. Okay? Your law, I must say, is going to get hammered. And the Australian Commonwealth stole our 1993 Native Land Act. That's ours. All our history you stole for your titles. Okay? That's why I'm going on about titles. I've been in titles for a long time, Aaron Pascoe, so don't fool around with me. Okay? I'm here speaking for the King of England. Alright? You're lucky to be here. You're lucky, damn lucky to be here on these lands. You'll get fired out of it as soon as I finish this 61 Cook Street. I aim to go and seize it. Okay? I'm going to hold it up and tell everybody I'm going to hold it up for a little while until I finish you off. In court, otherwise. In London, not here. In London. Okay? So you're on now. You're on. Any steps you take that breach New Zealand law, I'm going to see what there is for me to breach. And you breached our laws. You breached our laws. That means I'm going to stack all that up against you, your name, Aaron Pascoe. Right? A Pākehā white man's name. You white people have got a lesson to learn while you're on these lands. Okay? You're damn lucky to be here when we're going to open our mouth and start talking about our country. Right? That's what I'm saying. Right? The government acts of Parliament are illegal as far as Constitution is concerned and the land titles have been corrupted. It means you support the fraud, land transactions. You support everything they've done to corrupt that title with that fraudster, Doug Rickard-Bell. I'm not worrying about those James Brown and Simon Roundtree. They come into, if you read the law properly, whoever's committed the crime, that's your job, criminal investigator. What did you find? No crime. Just like the SFO, Serious Fraud Office, no crime. That's your corrupted government. I want it out of here. I want your government shut down. Mr. Aaron Pascoe, your government here is going to get shut down from Westminster. Okay? Because know why? Because we're in the lower house, they're ready to go in the upper house. Right? We're going to the UN to fix you fellas up and you're going to strip the lot out of you. Right? Because you've got no title here. You have no title here. You're only on occupation. Right? You're only on occupation titles. That's all they are. Occupation. We're taking the occupation title off you. Have you studied it up? And Lynn's is forging the titles. You see, because they own the titles, but they're still subject to the British government. Okay? You haven't got off yet. You're still trying to buy marriage out. The word marry is no good. The word iwi is no good. The iwi's over here is no good. See? They've been battling up against me for a long time with the Monarchy House. Okay? We're not finished with them yet. we take them to court, they'll strip everything off them too. You're making things worse for yourself. So now it has got to go to the top, the jurisdiction on you alone. So this means the contract with me to the High Court of Admiralty in London, to Judge Mackey, Judge David Lindsay Mackey, in the Rolls Building, highest court in the world, stands as being a defaulted conviction. Right? You're on a default convicted felon at the moment, right on this camera. Aaron Pascoe, if you don't take me seriously, interfering with the commercial lien contract is very serious. Very serious. That's how the law works in UCC. Okay? Between me and Douglas Rickard Bell. The jurisdiction is flawed because of your panel and how you've got your Queen inside the Supreme Court. That's all flawed with Sean Elias, Chief Justice. So, right, I've got you people ready to go and take the whole lot of you into the court in London. Okay? I'm just telling you how much you're going to lose. I've got a figure there of all of you in the bill, debtors levy. Okay? I'm just making the statement how we intend to build a lot of you and boot you out of this country. Right? I'll boot you out of this country. That's what my people are waiting for. Someone to boot you out of the country. You Australians, New South Wales government, those people over there are pissed off with you too. Okay? That's what I'm saying, Aaron Pascoe. I'm having you on. Okay? These lands belong to us. Right? These lands belong to us. Still. You haven't got a clear title. You're still trying to struggle to buy Maoris out. You've got the wrong person. You've got the wrong landowner. They're not the right landowners here. Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei is not the landowners. Joe Hawke. Hawke? Huh? Blair? Ngarumu Blair? Like Tony Blair? He's the owner? The trustee owner? Like hell. Over my dead body. And the Manukau's, the Paraparas, the Wanoas, right? The Moai statue over here, the memorial. Huh? How cheeky are you people misbehaving in this country? Right? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write up another affidavit. And this time, you're going to have to refute it. Right? I will have the acts in it. The acts that I propose to clean this government out. Right out. Because of their flawed acts. In the Imperial Laws Application Act 1988. Okay? Mr. Aaron Pascoe, go and look that one up. Don't fool around with this way we're doing things. Right? Might not be in your acts, it's in our acts. Right? Our acts prevails over your acts. Straight to Westminster. We're still in there. Right? We have the rights over you. Put that in your stupid head. We have the right, the legal right over you, what you say. Until your government wake up to fooling around 3 years at a time, changing their pants and their governments with more stupid legislative acts. They're all illegal under the 86 Constitution. You have no Constitution. We have. This is a bloody Constitution, Aaron Pascoe. This flag, you ignoring. You ignorant bastard. Right? This is the Constitution here. It is a contract. It is a contract to Britain, the Red Cross. Right? Britain. And you're going to get rid of your flag? Your Union Jack out of the flag? You stupid buggers. You stupid buggers, you've got nothing. And you're taking our country at risk doing that. This is the security. This Red Cross. King George and King William, his brother. You bastards. That's all I can say. The British will finish you off. Okay? Because they had enough of you thugs. You thugs. Operating in this country, your business with the Queen and the Pope and the Rothschild banks. The Russians said they'll go and clean the Rothschilds out. Go for it. They're the ones you're working for, and John Key are working for the Jews and those Rothschild banks. The Rothschilds married Queen Victoria, the niece of King William IV. You mongrels. You mongrels. You're putting the police out at risk, Aaron Pascoe. You're putting them at risk against this flag and King William and Britain, UK. British and the Imperial Laws Application Act, you violated. You violated. That's what I'm putting up against you for violating that act. Okay? In your parliament, acts of parliament are out. They won't stack up to the British when I put another complaint about that. And your constitution. Right? And your 1986 constitution is just rubbish. It's rubbish. It's homemade, like assumptions. All assumptions. Everything. Even this title here on 61 Cook Street is assumptions. Look at the fraud in it. Neil, what do you say? It's not a fraud? Okay, we're going to find out it's a fraud. In the end, it's a fraud. Right? And you're going to hang, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. If it's found to be a fraud, you're going to hang under this flag. Okay? You're going to hang. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you today. Okay? Right in front of the whole world. I have a right to speak as the King of England. Okay? A right to speak is his contract partner in business. Commercial Trading Bank of England, business. Aaron Pascoe. That's who I am on these lands, my own lands. What the hell you trying to say to me with your stupid government in Wellington? We're going to get rid of it. My aim now is to get rid of it. Right? Because it's not going to take our country at risk by selling it off to any Tom, Dick and Harry that you fellas are doing. Right? We're not going to let you run this country right off the rails. And you. And you. When this is proven that's a fraud, that's the end of you. Right? It's not a threat. I'm just telling you. The law will take care of you. The law will take... And our law, King William, I'm going to say this one more time. The Hanging in Chains Act, 1834. Right? King William's law. That's what I'm going to put on you. The hanging chains. You're going to hang. You're going to hang with the Queen and John Key and all the rest of them. Journalists, all of you people are going to hang on this flag. Right? This is my law. Talking. Okay? That's what I want to say today. That's what I want. I'm very disappointed that the police are not going to assist us and this flag. Right? And you've got no flag. You've got no flag. It's on Facebook today that you're going to take the Union Jack off your flag. What the hell signal is that sending to Britain? That you fellas got here on that and you're going to throw it off and, as if, oh, don't need them anymore. Right? You don't need them anymore. How selfish of you. How selfish of you, bastards. That's all I can say in front of the British people. And Matt Taylor, if you're watching this, you'll be watching this. How much of a bastard are these people like Aaron Pascoe to take the Union Jack, Union, that got them here, on this land here, on my land, my ancestral land, and do that, and cut it off. They're cutting it off. And they're going to put something else on, like hell. Like hell. The TPPA will go too, right? That'll get booted off too. I'm telling you, people are going to boot a lot of you off under this flag. Okay? I've had enough. I've had enough of land. I've been in real estate. I know real estate, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. I know these lands, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. I know who's on them and who's going to get booted off them. Right? I've had enough of you. I've got nothing against police. It's you. It's just you and your attitude to TUHOE. right? I'll tell the people in the world, you the bastard that made those raids and those little kids, put their faces on the dirt and locked them up in the shed, you mongrel. You fucking mongrel, Aaron Pascoe. That's what I'm saying to the police over here, right? That's what you did with my people at TUHOE, my native people, right? You put those people, the families, through hell because you had an illegal federal state warrant, right? You cordoned the whole place off, shut the whole place off with a warrant. I've got warrants. I've got those warrants I sent you. And what do you say? You don't recognise a king's seal. A King William seal, and his 8-point star, that one of those stars points is Queen Victoria, that fucking got you here. You ignorant bastard. Right? It got you on these lands. Queen Victoria, his niece, got you on this land, and this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Right? This is what you're doing. Defacing them. Right? Defacing them. And do that to the people over there. No wonder they don't like you. No wonder they hate you bastards for doing this in front of all the other good British people. Right? That's probably why these private investigators, the detectives, won't come with me, because they're liable. They're liable. Eh? I'm on my own here, Aaron Pascoe. I don't need a bunch of fucking police. I'm on my own. Betting on myself. Okay? I speak for me. Right? Me. I talk for myself, and I don't commit anybody to what I say. It's me and you. My word against yours. You lose. You lost already. And here you are having another go. You lost already. I'm going to make another affidavit just for you. If you don't refute it, then whatever you say loses. No matter what the breach of if I breach any of your laws, they're flawed anyway. They're flawed anyway. I'm just going to prove they're flawed. You're wasting my time. You're holding up my business, my ship. Right? These are all the things that you're breaking. These are all the laws and acts you're breaking of your own acts of a commercial lien. If you haven't got in your thick head yet about commercial liens. Right? You're ignorant. Pahia. Alien here. Okay? That's what I say. I'll call your names because that's all you're worth. As a person. As a person. Right? Take your badge off. What are you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right? Absolutely nothing. Here. Okay? That's what I say. Put you out. Right? I'm that pissed off with you. Pissed off with you. Standing up for all the police in this country. You're the last bastion of the police before save face of the police and the government. The government put you up to this. Right? John Key. They put you up to this because to handle John Wanoa. It's a bit of a hard case. Yes, it is. It's a hard case. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse for you. For you personally. You'll lose everything. And I mean you'll lose everything. The British come here. If I get the British military here, they'll hang you. Why? Because the King says. Right? They'll hang you right in front of everybody. That's what I'm saying. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. We've got our law. That's the law. We are allowed to use our law at 1830 to 1837. Okay? We've still got it. It's still fixed in statute law in Parliament in Westminster, in the lower house. It's going to go to the upper house, which is the King's Bench, you bastard. It's the King's Bench. That's where I am. Okay? I'm talking from there, right here, over your stupid government. All of you are psychopathics. The whole bloody lot of you are psychopathics. Right? I'm saying these statements right in front of everybody in the world, witnessing every little bit of step all the way till one of us makes the wrong move. It ain't gonna be me, Mr. Pascoe. You're the one that's making things tough for yourself, not me. Okay? So my mate will be here soon, Desmond. So we're gonna delay, Matt, we're gonna delay our seizing 61 Cook Street. And to my friends down the East Cape, Timothy Reid and them, they're waiting for us to go down there because I should have taken that now because the title is sitting in the bag. Right? It's sitting in my bag. They've got it in there now because I was going to take it, but I don't want a confrontation with the police to arrest me on something else other than the title. You see how cunning, like a jackass he is trying to get me on something else irrelevant to the case. Okay? He's trying to trap me on something else. So I'm going to block his holes and his ass off legally from trying any tricks. I'm just going to outsmart him the best way I can in front of and make him look stupid in front of his police. Right? Yeah, they shut their mouth. They shut their mouth because it's like the Queen. Shut her mouth while they carry on with the fraud. I'm going to poke you up in front of all your fraud, and all these other people are going to hang too with the same fraud. Anybody that's mixed up in 61 Cook Street now, look out. Look out. Because that land does not belong to Ngāti Whātua or anything on your titles. Right? That's where you're wrong. The British will clean you out because it's their titles. It's their titles you corrupted. You corrupted the British titles. Okay? And you murdered William Cornwallis Simons, who bought these titles here. And I'm going to hold you to it, Aaron Pascoe. You and your fucking bloody ancestors. Right? And dug the Manukau's ancestors out of One Tree Hill and stuck that bastard John Logan Campbell up there. You know what Moai Manukau said to me? Pull him out. Pull him out and put Kāwharu's back up there. Right? Put the plaque back up there like how it was. You mongrels changed the whole bloody thing and put yourselves there. Right? Coming down. It's coming down, Aaron Pascoe. That's coming down. John Campbell won't be on that hill anymore because it belongs to my ancestors. And you haven't bought this place out yet, and you're not likely to either, because the British are going to stop you dead in your tracks. Right? They're going to stop you dead in your tracks. Right now. Okay? I'm sending an official letter to them, and they'll deal with you. Okay? Not me. Them. Okay? I don't need any hard-hitting men. I'm myself, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. It's me and you. Right? My word and your word. Okay? To my crew, we're a little bit delayed, but however, that's the way it goes. And soon the Kora in Gisborne with the Maori government and the Confederation of this flag, okay, and Kingi Taurua and those guys in Waitangi, we'll finish this one off yet. We'll finish it. Not over. We were going to finish it off, go to the UN, clean you out, Mr. Pascoe. We're going to the UN. I'm the legal advocate, right? I'm the surrogate, King William surrogate, okay? I'm the surrogate and the legal advocate for the Maori government here, the Confederation of this flag, going to the UN and to the World Court to put all the complaints against you and your government and all your breach of acts or whatever it is that you're breaching enough times on the Treaty of Waitangi. How many times have you breached the Treaty of Waitangi? Fucking many. How many times have the Maori breached it? Probably a half a dozen. That's how ignorant you are. You ignorant bastards. That's all I can say about you running this country for us. It's still ours. You're only there running our country on our behalf. I want to get rid of you and we'll run it ourselves better than that bloody bunch of useless mongrels down there. Who don't know Mato from Fata. Okay? We'll run the thing. I'm running it from Westminster right now. Okay? I'm running this country from Westminster. You'll see all my stuff on a Facebook. Okay? You'll see it all there. Mirroring you fellas out. That's what you did. Mirror us out. Now we're mirroring you fellas out. Then boot your ass out of here. Okay? Or boot your ass out of here. Right out of here. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to make use of this video and vent everything I've got in front of you, because this morning I was going to seize that property. Okay? But I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off one more time. Right? It's been over 5 years now, it's taken me, and you just come along and go, it wasn't there. Just like a fairy, tooth fairy. Right? That's all you people are, tooth fairies. Right? Imagining things and writing things that, oh, I assume we own it. I assume we own it. Right? Nothing in it, nothing underneath it. No titles, nothing on it, just words. No, just words. So I'm going to put some words in front of you of acts that you can't climb out of, because I'm going to stitch you up. I'm going to stitch you up in court. in the Rolls Building Court in London. And that's you, right? I'll let them deal with you, came from there. And anybody else playing tricks down the East Coast, those goldsmiths, Victor Goldsmith, all those sort of on High Station, that's my ancestral land over there. I'm going straight in there with these warrants. Don't take me lightly on these warrants and the sheriff's badge, because the British can see what I'm doing. They can see what I'm doing. Right? Don't be surprised if you get a call from them, Aaron Pascoe, to tell you to get out of the road, shut your mouth, and say nothing like the rest of them. Right? That's what I'm saying. You probably get a call from them. Right? But I'm going to tell you, don't try and frighten me. Don't try and any tricks that you think you can catch me on arresting me for something else, disturbing the peace or something, if I go onto that land block. I'm not going to be a fool, Mr. Pascoe. I'm not going to be a fool in front of everybody in the world. When I do things legally, I do it the way I think. Okay? I got my time, I got the time to do it. And I'm doing it diplomatically, because I'm going to the UN, Mr. Pascoe, and I stand up in front of them and talk. And they shut their mouth when I'm talking. But you are talking loud in front of me. Alright? You're talking loud in front of the police too. Don't forget, Pascoe, you're committing all the police. You're committing them to that fraud. To that fraud. I'm telling you now, by you standing in front of me, while I go about my business with that land, no one's complained yet, because they won't. They can't. That's why they haven't replied to me. Because they like all the rest of your people. Shut their bloody mouths. Shut their bloody mouths. And say nothing. Only leave it for you, the big mouth. Right? Your mouth is going to get shut down by the British. Right? It's going to get shut for good. The Pascoe name came from there. I know your name and what you are. All you people have a part in the fraud. Right? The conspiracy of all this fraud of the Queen's. I'm up against the Queen. I've got her in the box. She's mine, mate. She's mine. Right? I'm going to deal with her in London with the British people who don't like her. Right? Run off to the New World Order and the EU Parliament. Right? Betrayed her own people in Britain. Okay? And you betrayed your police by standing in front of them and taking the whole world on, and me. Right? Moai is the world. Moai and the king is the world. Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm standing here because if the king was here, he'd boot your fucking ass. That's what he would do. King William will boot your fucking ass and put a spear right through it. Right? That's him. He set this place up with the Admiralty and the mortgages to get your fucking ass here. Right? And let you settle here. Right. He's still got a contract with me, and it's up to me to boot your fucking ass out of here. Okay? It's up to me to do that now. Right? And I'm going through Waitangi. Right? I'm going through Waitangi and Kingi Taurua and Papahei. Right? The chief's up there. Silenced by your fucking iwis. Right? And your Maoris. Right? Those words are inventions of your fucking lot. Right? In Australia, New South Wales government stole our Te Ture Whenua 1993 Maori Land Act. Stole it for their 1993 Act. You won't find a 1993 Act anywhere in the world. That's what's wrong with this title, Mr. fucking Aaron Pascoe. That's what's wrong with this title, Te Ture Whenua Act. And the other one is your paddle. It's got no jurisdiction from Britain. No names, no ancestors, no names connected to a fucking paddle. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We've got the seal here of King William and this flag, and you say you don't recognise it? How fucking bad is that to your people at home, where you come from? You're going to prison over there. You come from in Britain. What are they thinking, watching this video with me ranting at you? Right? Because of what you're saying. Cut the flag off, cut the Union Jack off. We don't need it anymore. Well, you're talking to yourself in the mirror. You're not talking to me, the actual landowner of this fucking country, mate. Right? You're gonna take your ass and go when I say so. Okay? That's a public statement I'm making to you, Aaron Pascoe, in front of your police. in front of your police, that they better think twice, because it's a public perception of this, not me. It's the public who are watching your every move and my every move, that already know me back to front, acting like this, swearing and all that, or doesn't matter. It's what's in the content, Mr. Aaron Pascoe, and the writings that you don't recognise, right? You don't recognise. Man of few words, right? Nothing in it. Your words, what you're saying to me, right? I don't recognise any of the documents as being legally binding. Huh? This being binding? Binding? You know what you did? You fucking bastards put it in the cupboard in Wellington and then sucked off it. Where do you get your Declaration of Independence from, Aaron Pascoe? Where do you get it from? Where do you get your sovereignty from? Now, who are you swearing your bloody oath to, Mr. Aaron Pascoe? Who? There's no Queen there. Who? Who are you swearing to? That's one. That's one which is landlocked. Right? Which is landlocked. You have no fucking legal authority over this and me. No legal authority to speak like that to me. Right? Not legally binding and legitimate. So that's what I want to say. This video was for you. Was for you. I was going to come here, go and see you, you said. No, it was all over. The matter's at an end. When the affidavit's in, that's an affidavit. We got an affidavit in court. If I have to go to court, you'll fucking lose, mate. If I went to your court now with all the stuff I got, you'll lose. Simply because you got your acts in the wrong place and your acts of parliament. Right? They are liable. They are liable now. I'm going to libel them now some more because of your big mouth. I'm going to libel them some more. And the police, the judges, the lawyers are all on notice from today in your big fucking mouth, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. Right? That's for real. That's for real. You can try and do what you like to get out of this one. I've locked you in a contract because of interfering with my business. What? With that land block. My own Manukau land blocks to Britain. And it's there in history that you've covered over. You've covered the fucking thing over. Right? It's still there. That's why if I didn't say anything about it, no one would know. No one would know. That's what you're hoping. I wouldn't say anything and forget it and back off. I'm not backing down to you, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. I'm going to take you right out in the court. That court over there. Right? That court over there. Well, thank you very much. I'll get on with it and my mate should be here soon. And we'll organise our day. Jamie, my secretary, a little delay while I get some more documents going. And there's so many documents online now, it'll choke you when the truth eventually comes out that it was right in the first place. You have no legal status here, Mr. Aaron Pascoe. You have nothing but a whim. Okay? Nothing but a whim. Take you out singly, take your badges right off. What are you? Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. Eh? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay? Thank you very much. See you later. Until the next time. I'll update you with events and put everything on Facebook. You're on Facebook now, Aaron Pascoe. Everything you do is on Facebook. And the videos and everything. Okay? The videos are there. That's proof enough. Let alone you're not responding to any of it. Right? You don't want to. You're going to hide behind your law and arrest me or anybody going on to the section. There's no complaint from there yet. There's no complaint. See? I'm not going to cause a complaint. I'm going to make sure to tie your fucking neck up tight. Right? In the law sense. Right? I can use a rope under this act. I can use a rope on you. Okay? Under this act. The King William Hanging in Chains Act, 1834. I have every legal right in Westminster Parliament and Plymouth in England to use it on you. Okay? Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. And don't take things lightly, because it's serious business. Very, very serious business.